You gotta get up for school, buddy.
O cavalo.
You're reading a book already? Get Up for School by David Shannon. What you doing? I made a huge mistake this morning. I'll fill you guys in. Let's go. Oh, I did it again with the AC. Your seat warmer? Yeah. Setting 3? Yeah. Blaze them cheeks. I made a huge mistake this morning, guys. A pretty big one, actually. Hang on, let's get out of the driveway. Some addresses in the background. I guess I can blur, but that's a lot of work. Speaking of work, it's kind of where the mistake happened. Oh, I'm so disappointed, man. Like, it's... So you guys know I'm doing this everyday vlog thing, right? And how hard it is. I mean, it's a lot of work, which I'm not complaining. Like, to me anyway, one of the main points of it is not only, you know, being able to do it and complete it, but everything being in chronological order, so that if somebody who doesn't even know me stumbles upon it, they can be like, oh, cool, this is day 1, 2, 3, 4, and on. I accidentally deleted day 3 this morning.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, dude. How brutal is that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there's no way to get it back. I don't think, anyway. I mean, if there is a way, somebody please reach out to me, but I doubt it. So I think what I'm going to do is just re-upload it today with day 5 or 6, whatever day we're on. But then that's just, oh, dude, I was so disappointed, man. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there, it's like 6:30 in the morning. I shouldn't even been messing with it. I shouldn't even been in YouTube studio doing anything. And I deleted it. But you know what, though? There's a couple ways to look at that, I guess. Just like this morning, it's Monday morning. There's a lot of people out there looking at this like, it's Monday. I have to get up and go to work again and do the work week or whatever. But you could look at it like you get to, right? We get to go to school and learn something and ever put together our future one brick at a time, and I get to go to work. Some people can't. I was driving down Hutchins yesterday and I seen one of those motorized lifts out on a porch, like off of the porch where somebody in a wheelchair can go to it and then ride down to ground level and pull out. And I remember thinking, like, you know what, like, there's a lot of people out there in a wheelchair that couldn't afford that, and I'm pretty sure insurance probably doesn't pay for that, so you have to do some sort of either nest egg before or have some family that went and put in work for you and had a saving. There's a lot of little things like that that people don't think about that really matter a lot. But I said all that to say, like, at least I have the skills to re-upload it, or the skills in the first place to even make the videos, and the ability to edit them, and right? And you know, so, because I was pretty tore up about it, because I was like, man, I mean, this thing is, it's hard as it is, man, and it was going to be a masterpiece. I'm the type that could be painting like a masterpiece, turn to get a new brush and rub my elbow in it. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much what I did. This elbow stain's going to be in this, like, because I wanted this to be, if it's 100 videos in a row, I wanted that to live there for years, man. Like, down the road, if something happens to me, like, kids can watch it, you know, or whatever, and there's forever going to be that elbow mark in there, and the pain's on my elbow. It's my fault. You guys know how I did it? So the other day when we were going to the junkyard, and that's the thing too, is I need to keep these 2 phones separate, because that's what happened. On the way to the junkyard, I accidentally grabbed my other phone, and that's what I recorded half of our day on, right? It's really hard to get a lot of video from one phone to another, especially when one's Android and the other one's iPhone. So you can't just Bluetooth it, or you can't just airdrop it or whatever. So I'm looking for ways to transfer it over. And it dawned on me, I mean, I could just use YouTube as a cloud storage. So I uploaded it on YouTube from the Google phone and then grabbed it from the iPhone off of YouTube. So then I had this like random 10-minute, 12-minute video that had nothing to do with nothing, that was private. I thought, I need to get that out of there, because it's just kind of screwing up the flow. and I touched it, hit delete, it refreshed, and it deleted the other one.
Nice.
Yeah, fat thumbed it first thing in the morning. You guys are gonna learn from my mistakes, and you guys are gonna go in school today. You guys are gonna do everything right. You're gonna keep your elbows out of the paint.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No trouble. You could be president one day. You just open the door while I'm rolling.
You rolling?
Yeah, we were rolling. Be careful, man. Be good.
Consequences? That's it. Okay, everybody go.
Yeah, so teenagers, man. The one's a little mad at me. He'll get over it. They always do. So yeah, like I was saying, man, I know there's a lot, and there's probably a lot of people in here, because I know a lot of people that watch me are really working class people too, and work for a living and know what it's like to grind and know what that Monday feels like, or even better, what that Sunday prior to Monday feels like when you have all that anxiety of there's another work week coming up. We got to start looking at it that way. We got to start looking at it as it's not, oh, we have to go back into work now, it's Monday, but instead look at it as we get to. So I think a lot of us don't realize our capabilities. We just focus on the negatives and the things that we don't like instead of the things that we do. You know, I was so frustrated when I hit that delete button and was like, what in the world did I just do? This is over. I don't even want to do this anymore. I can't believe I did that. I'm going to forever have to explain now why there's a gap in it, or if I do upload it, and the guys let me know for real. Do you want me to just re-upload it with today's video? Today is September 9th, Monday, day 5 of the vlog. I can just upload 3 and 5 at the same time. It's going to be confusing to some people, and the people already watched it. You don't have to watch it again. I'm not trying to double up views or anything. I had a second to sit and think about it, and I thought, you know what? I know there's a lot of people out there who have tried to do this, right? Have tried to put a camera in their face or their cell phone and tried an editing app. I had a lot of people reach out to me asking what kind of editing stuff I use, and I like I've said before, it's all mobile. I've never touched a computer and done anything with YouTube on a computer, and thankfully that vlog number 3 is still on this phone, so I do have the capability of just re-uploading it. And that was one of the reasons that I want to quit using the Google phone. The storage is not the same. Every time I would make a new video on that phone, I would have to delete something else, and I'm not in the business of deleting things. That's the whole point of all this, is I want to document as much as possible. It's making memories at the end of the day, and if nothing else, that's what we pay all this money for these electronics for, so that we can document some things, get some use out of them, right? Yeah, so that's what happened. I was trying to get the footage from one phone to another, and I was like, I'll just use YouTube, because you can upload it with one phone and then download it with the other phone, and you got high quality video from one phone to the other. I tried Bluetooth and all that other stuff, and none of it worked, but I used to in the past. And let me know anybody that's ever done this before too. If you have your Messenger account, like Facebook Messenger, on 2 different phones, you can send yourself a video and then go with the other phone, go in there, and then download that video out of the messages that you sent to yourself. Like, it's a nightmare. And this is why not everybody can do this, man. There's a lot to it. And I hope that something I say in one of these videos helps somebody, and somebody goes, yeah, you know, he's right, man. Like, I was on my way to work this morning cussing and just mad that I even had to go, but he's right, we get to go. And I'm not kidding, man. There's a lot of people out there, like I was saying about that wheelchair rant, man, there's a lot of people out there that just don't get to. There's probably somebody sitting right now in a house somewhere in a wheelchair, just wishing they could go and work and do something for themselves. They'll probably get like $800 a month check that they have to ration all month long, and can't really, if they do one thing to spoil themselves a little bit or eat out one day, then they have to sacrifice something else, and would give anything to go work, man. So it's a bit hypocritical to complain about having to go work, but I don't know, man. God works in mysterious ways. Maybe the reason I accidentally deleted that video was to help me understand that, and remember that I get to do this. I recognize that this is something I'm good at. This is something it's a skill of mine that not everybody has. because it's definitely not easy to edit, you know, and do all that stuff and have the understanding. And God gave that to me, so I want to use it. But anyway, we are doing another plumbing job today. Actually, I have to drive to Lexington, Kentucky, I believe it is. I'm gonna take the work van to do that because I don't know what all tools that I would need. And I'd just rather have the whole van than take my truck. So next scene, I'll probably be in the van, man. Love you guys. Happy Monday. Shoo! Admittedly, I'm kind of a mess. It took me forever to get supplies together that I needed, figure out what I'm doing. My beard looks awful. Ragnar. Forgot my shades. I even have a spare pair. Right now, I have an hour and 15 minutes to go 64 miles. That's how you know it's country. And the van is out of fuel. So stop number one, filling the van up. I would pull up to the only pump that doesn't work. Hopefully this pump works. It's just seen him. Yeah, I'm jealous. $82 later, we are finally heading to work. Cruising on down the old Kentucky AA highway. Beautiful rocks here where they blasted it open to make the highway. Sun's coming up. Following the final destination log truck that doesn't have any logs in it, thankfully. I mean, it's just great. I'm not only riding down this beautiful highway, but I'm doing it with a mouthful of nuts. Almonds. Pretty sure they've been in this van for quite a while. I think they're still good. Nuts don't go bad, do they? Okay, that's my wife. That was too far. I took it too far, James. It was funny. You took it too far. You know, I've heard rumors of this, that people in Kentucky do this, but I never believed it to be true till I just seen it with my own eyes. People actually paint on windows and doors, apparently. I think the fella that I heard say it, that they painted on a sunroof or something, but I guess it's true. Painted on sunroof. Looks like we're coming up on a little bit of civilization. Oh no. There's a Dairy Queen. Oh boy. If you know, you know. Let's see, they're just gonna run you right into this church. You gotta wonder how many drunk drivers come barreling through here. Didn't realize it was a traffic circle. Folks, I believe this is the town of Flemingsburg, which sounds disgusting. Where do you... I live in Flemingsburg. There's a cat crossing the street there, just casually. These old buildings. It's like Main Street, but on a hill. I'm guessing if I take a left here, I can find something to eat. Gotcha, man, at Downtown Diner. Money for lunch. You gotta hang a left every once in a while. Get a little bit out of town to afford to eat lunch. Some really cool old buildings, man. It's crazy too how they're all tied together. You know, you gotta wonder when you buy a piece of property that's literally fastened to another piece of property. Like all these buildings right here are literally stuck together. I mean, I guess we can do Dairy Queen. Do you know what's a banana split? For the YMH fans, if you know, you know. So I know it's a lost art, but I just went into a restroom to use the restroom and wash my hands before I eat. The using the restroom isn't the lost arts, but it's the washing the hands. I want to know if I'm alone on this or not. Urinals, you men out there. I hate using them. It always splashes all over me, and if I have shorts on, it's like you can feel it like splashing on your leg here. And by the time you start hitting the right spot to where it's not coming back at you, you're pretty much done peeing. So if I have a choice between a urinal and a toilet, I'm just toilet. I mean, what are we doing? Why am I saying this? Why am I looking at my phone at Dairy Queen in Flemingsburg, Kentucky, telling you guys about urinals. I was want to pay that truck off. You're wondering what I got for lunch? What a normal guy gets. A crispy chicken salad and a foot-long coney, duh. I put onion on everything. Look at these hands. I'm only 40 and my hands look like I'm 70. Jesus Christ. That's what a working man hands look like, though, I guess. Wow. Just talking about the lost art of washing them. That's clean as it gets. You know, nobody wants to be that guy, but I'm not seeing any mustard on there. Yeah, it turns out, whatever. Salad looks good. Well, this is an interesting driveway. That's another added benefit of these daily vlogs. I'm always coming home trying to tell my wife these boring stories about, man, you should have seen this crazy driveway I had to go up. Now you just get to watch them gaga. I know you're so into me and my content. Our relationship just has so much fire still in it. Gee whiz, you imagine coming up this driveway every day? Oh, this dude's got horses. Alright. Got a white one with a blindfold on. Damn, that's pretty shitty, really.
Yes, it's true. I am Nacho, the luchador.
I'm gonna be honest, that job took it out of me. It is 4:45. Got an hour and 7-minute drive home. I'm wiped out. And teenage boys are just, and I shouldn't say boys, just boy, man. I got one that just will not act right, broke his cell phone, doesn't want to meet at the meeting spot across from the school to be picked up by Gaga, and just runs amok and just really stressing me out, man. Especially when I'm an hour and a half away from town or whatever, in the middle of a job. I mean, I can't support, I try to drive this stuff home to these kids. I'm trying to be so positive and trying to teach them such a good life and some responsibilities. And they just, you know, I don't know, man. All I know is I can't do both. I can't run around town babysitting a 15-year-old to make sure that he makes it to the meeting spot and home from school every day and also work. Parents out there, if you relate to that, let me know down in the comments. And if you've been through it and figured it out, give me some tips, but I got a feeling there isn't none. Anyway, like I said, I just left this house, this job. I'm kind of a little bit wore out. Let me get a little bit of driving done, and hopefully I'll pop back on. I hate to end the video like this. Whew. Finally back in the pick-em-up truck. Got some shades. That's another part. Squinting all day. That's how you get them old man eyes. Anyway, you want to know something else that really pisses me off? People call pizza a pie. That gas station I just went by. Buy it by the slice or a whole pie? Shut up. Am I right or not? It's 6:15. Finally heading to the house, man. Gee whiz. Those 12-hour days are the ones that really get you. And I don't know, I'm still positive, man. Like I said this morning, I get to do this, you know. And you got to remember that, man. You got to do something that reminds you of the alternative. If you're not constantly reminding yourself of how worse it could be, things always could be so much worse. Just be grateful, man. People need to be more grateful for what they got and the opportunity. We're literally in the land of opportunity. We could do anything we want. Case in point, if you live in a small town like I live in, you see the same thing. Every little mini mart, gas station, quick stop, every one of those in my hometown that I live in, that I grew up in, is all owned by foreigners who realize, like, gee whiz, it's so cheap to come over, buy one of these little stores and turn product. Mainly lottery, cigarettes, and booze. The three things that everybody has a problem with and has to have. And they capitalized on it because it's that easy to do. Now I know there's some grants, and I'm gonna get into the weeds here. There's gonna be some people like, they pay them to come over here, and maybe I'm just trying to get you fired up. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason they put pizza and call it a pie on that sign out there. Ew, God, I hate it. No. Anyway, but no, for real. I've already re-uploaded vlog number 3. I had somebody asking me earlier in the comments, where was vlog number 1 and 3? Which I understood why they were asking where 3 was, because I accidentally deleted it like an idiot. But number 1 is the laundry one. Maybe I should change the title a little bit to where it says that, because I was kind of nut riding those other guys anyway, but I was trying to explain I was cleaning my Cletus Merc at Roma's Laundromat. I hope you guys had a great Monday. I hope you guys are going to have an even better Tuesday. This is me, trying to get to the point where I close off vlog number 5, is it? September 9th, boy, we got this. I'm in a great mood because, hey, like I said, I got to work for my family for another day. I was afforded the ability to go do that, made a little bit more money, and I got this much closer to my family living the good life, right? And other good news, I'm pretty sure it's spaghetti night. My wife promised me we could have that tonight. You're also probably wondering why I stopped on a bridge. I've been wanting to do a burnout on this bridge for a while now. I think that's the way we'll send this one off to. See you guys tomorrow. Love you.